in Oklahoma City. Nice to be with you, Debbie. Margaret, hey. Sue. Hi, Lisa in Carolina Beach. Aloha, Roy. Hawaii. Let's enjoy together. All right. Does the sound okay? Hi. Hi, Beverly in Las Vegas for a plant-based conference poolside. All right. Sounds great to me. Fantastic. Oh, thank you, Lisa. All right. Let's begin. Okay, welcome everyone to Mastery Monday, September 1st, 2025. I'm excited because I was just realizing like, wow, like the consistency that happens in this space where we get to meet every beginning of the month and how that really supports us in our connection to ourself and our connection to the energetics and how we get to move forward. And I always like it for myself as an anchor point too, to begin. And just what wonderful experience to be able to be here on the first of the month. Actually be here on the very first day of September. So welcome into September. It's going to be it's going to be a ride. So so for those of you who are consistently here, thank you for your presence, whether you're here live or on the replay. Thank you. Yeah, Stephen, grab a friend. It's time to ascend. I like that. uh, and what we do here is I'll start with an opening grounding meditation to create a nice coherent field for all of us present and all that come into the replay. And I'll share some information, energy update, and some announcements. And then we'll have our meditation, or what today will be the Unity Consciousness transmission, which I'm really excited to share what comes through. And then after that, there'll be a little bit of time if anyone has anything they want to share from what they experienced from the transmission, and or questions that you would like support with on your journey at this time. It's like a quick little intuitive guidance experience. So let's begin with our grounding meditation. Taking a deep breath in. You take a deep breath in. Maybe taking a big sigh out. As you're inviting your breath in and taking your breath out, letting your breath out, it's acknowledging yourself here in this moment. Saying hello to your breath coming into your body. Saying hello to your body itself. Acknowledging what it is that you may be feeling or experiencing in this moment. Giving yourself the opportunity to come here, be here in this moment as you allow it with your inhales and exhales, the invitation for you to be fully present in this moment. Allowing on your inhales that invitation to be here in your body, and on your exhales, allowing yourself to just exhale out any energy that you no longer need to carry with you in this moment. You're going to ask for any and all cords that are attached to anybody, any place, anything, any other energies that are not in your highest good or aligned in this moment, to hold, to release from your physical body, your energy body. go to source or anywhere else they need to go. Releasing them from their core. And then welcoming your pure soul light. Fill up all that space where any of those other energies took place or held in your body, your energy body. Or invite a white golden light to flow all around your body, filling up your energy body. Above you, below you, in front of you, behind you, on all sides. Giving yourself the opportunity to breathe in and out. And as you're breathing in and out, you're breathing in and out light. Breathing in the golden white light, inviting that to fill up your whole being. Clarifying, clearing, opening, expanding, supporting, strengthening, meeting the light within every cell of your body, and exhaling, inviting again anything that's no longer needed to exhale out into that light to be transmuted. Inviting pure presence, pure body, pure self, pure being, pure heart, pure soul, pure self, here, now. And allowing it to be gentle if needed. If there's been any challenges or openings in the mind and the heart and the body, just being held anywhere, just inviting that energy to softly embrace and support in whatever way is needed to be gentle and loving, compassionate, and strengthening for you here in this moment. Aligning here with our center, taking a deep breath into the body, noticing where your center point is in this moment that you can breathe in and out of. Maybe it's one point of your center channel of your body. Maybe it's the whole center channel. Allowing yourself to notice and breathe with it. Really come even more into yourself, your body, your pure space. And then from that point of your center, imagining that golden white light in that center point. And with your breath, inviting it to flow through the center channel of your body, down through your root, down through the whole center channel, all the way down through your root, down through the floor and into the pure crystalline heart of Mother Earth. Letting that center channel of light be as wide, strong as it needs to be. Maybe it's as wide as your whole body, your whole energy body, or maybe it's just a narrow band of light in the center of your body. Just really allowing your body to shift, to be comfortable, to be grounded, to be centered, getting comfortable, and then inviting that light to flow up from that point up through the center channel of your body, up through the heart and the throat and the head, the top of the head, all the way up through into source above you. Breathing with it up and down from source down through your body down into the center of earth. Inhaling it back up the center channel all the way to source. And letting it flow down and around your body and down into the center of earth and back up to source, and then flowing all around and around your energy body into the center of the earth and back up through your body. A nice flow of energy, stabilizing, Breathing into your heart, taking a moment with yourself. As we also invite all of us that are gathered here in this moment and all of us that will come into the replay, that there's an alignment of coherence, a strengthening of the structure of our collective resonance to support each one of us individually in the highest aligned path and frequency that we are, and all of humanity, all of Earth, all beings, all life, all that is. And if you have an intention that you're working with or something that you're working with, taking a moment to state that to yourself and welcoming it into this amplified field of energy and calling forth your intention, the I am. It's here, it's now. Take a big deep breath in again and maybe a sigh out. Feeling your feet, feeling your hands, feeling your presence. And all of us here together, and all the lands that we're upon through the crystalline grid, uniting. Agreeing what's to come through in your highest good today. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Appreciate your presence, your awareness, your time, your energy. Wonderful. So I'm really grateful for all this technology that we get to share this space. It's 11:44 on my time. I love it. To be able to connect in this way. Consistently, as I was saying earlier, just really loving this flow of energy that we all get to tap into together. And so today we're going to be connecting into the Unity Consciousness transmission. It was something that came in some weeks ago into my sphere of consciousness to share, and I at first put it out as a workshop for, a paid workshop for people to come in, and then as I'm going to share more deeply about in just a little bit about these transitions that we're going through of what we're aligned with and maybe the new ways of life we're creating and stepping into and allowing, there was a moment where it was like, this isn't happening, and I could feel it. And when no one actually signed up, and I had one person say that someone's in my mentorship and they have access to it, and they were like, okay, I want in, but like no one else signed up over the first 2 days. And usually people trickle in and it's fine, and a lot of people come in the last day or the day before, but there was an energy around it that I was like, oh, I need to shift that. I need to shift it. I need to get in alignment with the actual path that's been calling me and wants to have expression. And so I shifted it. And so when I was tapping into Mastery Monday, I was like, oh, right, of course, that's where it's going. That's where it fits. And what was really neat about that is, being in Unity Consciousness, it was like, oh, here it is in the, free offering or donation-based offering. If people want to, gift for the time here, that's fine. And if not, and it gets to incorporate more people, more experience, more land. And that made a lot of sense to me. And it just felt really great. So I'm glad we get to be here in it. And so before I go a little deeper into the energy update, I wanted to share a few announcements just so you can experience what's going to be happening this week and beyond. There's some activity this week, which always seems to happen, all in one week. So we have Mastery Monday today, and then Wednesday I have my podcast that airs every first and third Wednesday of the month at 9 a.m. Pacific. And this week I have Vivian Chauvet. We're going to be exploring the Arcturian experience, so you can tune in for that or catch the replay, and emails will go out. And then that afternoon, I'm going to be going live on Soulology, Todd Medina's show, which I'm really excited about. I've been on his a couple times in the past, and he messaged me yesterday or the day before and was like, oh, okay, here we go. And so Wednesday's the day. So 2 p.m. Central Time, so 12 p.m. Pacific will be that time if you want to tune into that conversation. And then Friday, I'm sharing a connect with your true voice workshop, and we're going to really dive deep into that opening of really connecting with that freedom of expression and reclaiming our energy and working with our sacral and our throat chakras and working with our strength and capacity to really truly say yes to not just our voice of expression in the physical, but our inner voice, really how we're speaking to ourselves, all the inner dialogue, and connecting with our soul. So if you want to join that, emails will be going out about that as well. I'll be posting it in different places. So, and for those of you who are really feeling this shift and wanting to have a really safe space to really anchor in and connect into that, I'm sharing an Embodied Temple of Light immersion in October here in Hot Springs on the Crystalline Grid. And we have a really powerful group forming, and we're keeping it to, under 10 people, so it can be a very unified, strengthening field and intimate field for everyone to gain in. We have a few spots left. So if you are really wanting to connect with other souls doing this work and anchor that in for yourself, that this will be the time and place of an opportunity to do so. So there. And some emails will be going out about that, and I will send you links to those as well. Yeah, the links will be going in the emails for those interviews, Ina. Yeah, so I am really grateful again to be here because, wow, I'd love to hear in chat, what are you experiencing right now? Maybe just a few words or a little bit of like what's been flowing through your field and your experience of this, because it's right now, like especially through July and August, it really amped up a trajectory for us on a timeline to really amplify our frequency and move through and keep noticing those core things that have been embedded in the old structures, and to shift, right, to be aware of, to work with, to shift. And now we're at a point where it's like, all right, I'm seeing the actual distinct frequency line, and I was seeing this in my own field of what my life has been, and here's a very distinct frequency line, and here's what wants to happen, and here's who I really am and what wants to happen. And it's almost like I feel like I'm jumping from one to the other right now in transition, but it's very distinct, yet there's some blurriness, right? Because of the identity and the patterns, and it's just like ooh, but each bump up, each choice that we make is really going to allow us to step into that frequency. And I even went into a few days where my vision was completely blurry, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. All right, and it was really an opportunity to go, what perception am I having of reality right now? And what lens do I really want to be looking through? What frequencies, what experiences am I really focusing in on? And after I, did some work with that, it cleared up. But it was really fascinating how, a lot of these experiences are happening on a very physical level of what is being shown to us, of where our energy is being held, and or giving us the opportunity to shift, to go, right, that's where I am. Yes, a lot of ancestral nudges are coming through, surprisingly, absolutely, very deeply. I led a cacao ceremony here in my home in this room the other night. We had like 9 people in here, just all just all on that brink too, just that brink of shift. And they're just like, I'm here, I'm showing up, whatever, whatever breakthrough is available, I'm here for it. And I had my pot of cacao, and I was about to serve it. And right when we took the lid off, it was just like, poof, this energy just came out of the cacao. And I literally had to stop. And we all just was like, whoa, like tuned into this energy. And it was all ancestral. It was all just the ancestors just coming through and just saying, all right, we are really ready, especially, the ancestral codes that we have been holding that are actually a part of our true higher self and lineage are like, okay, there's avenues for them to really drop in right now and to honor these lines of existence and that wholeness and that unity consciousness of ourselves that have been in all of these lifetimes through our families, through our star families, through all of this. And it was very profound. And then also how we're anchoring that in with Earth's consciousness right now, right? How we're anchoring that in with Earth's consciousness because of that ancestral hold on the planet as well, and the clearings that do want to happen. But what's really the focal point in this is, I feel like in the past, and I'm watching this with some of you that we have the mentors and mentorships and sessions with, and the groups with, is that it's like, oh, I'm tired of the shadow work, right? I'm tired of having to constantly dive into the shadow, and I just want to be in the state of being. And what I'm noticing is that's a profound shift that's happening right now, where we are being shown, like, what frequency do you want to be? Focus on that. Yes, the shadow work will come up, but the focus now is your qualities of being and the frequency that you want to be. Bring that into your focus as much as possible, no matter what. And let's be that. Let's know that is a part of us, and really start becoming it and making that a devotion of practice, right? So let's see. Yeah, Paul, coherence coming into alignment. Absolutely. And Savannah, I slept badly, woke up and almost wanted to cry. First day at work was bumpy. However, also quickly bouncing back into my heart coherence and neutrality. Wow, what a day. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Hopefully this will support in that too. And yeah, that's interesting. I have something I'll share with you about that. Lynn, I was called to help a lady that didn't have anyone to help her while I'm getting ready to travel this Thursday. I had to let go of what I really don't need to do now. Yes, things can wait till I get home. I did enjoy helping her. Yeah, it's really profound. That's another thing, and I can see that's kind of what was going on in your field too, Savannah, is really the alignment of our path and the rhythm of our energy and how we're engaging with our experience of that, the flow of our choices and our schedules, and being able to shift and move as we want to or not, right? And seeing a way of relating to our life as is now in a really gentle embrace, as we're embracing the knowledge and the ways of shifting that we're also welcoming in, so we can be in harmony with ourself, right? So what I'm noticing too is this, shift in our, how our identity, how our will, how our personality is wanting to kind of hold on to what has been, while this, new frequency really wants to come in and anchor these new ways of being, these new timelines, and they're shifting constantly, especially because there's also a lot of interference happening on a lot of levels to keep, what has been in place on this planet, because obviously, all those power structures are going to lose even more power the more we step into our own power and voice and presence. And it's a teeter-totter right now, right? It's a teeter-totter. And so being willing to go, okay, where's my focal point? So that when I'm going up or I'm going down, I know where I can center back into. And that's what we want to do today with this Unity Consciousness transmission, is really focus on that fulcrum point, to where if, reality is swinging, the solar flares are swinging, like we just had solar flare and a geomagnetic storm, hitting the planet right now. The Schumann resonance has been going, wild, it's like Everything is shifting. Like I was gonna listen to the earth frequency the other day, whatever it is, 7.8 something or 6, and I was like, no, because that's not what the frequency is anymore. And I was like, ooh, what is that? My whole body was just like, ooh, like what's the frequency now? And it's been jumping up to 22 hertz. It's been jumping up way high. And so recognizing that our bodies are going to feel that. It's going to shake, it shakes us up every time. It's going to shake us up to what wants to loosen up so that we can strengthen what does want to land. So when we get shaken up like that, it is an opportunity to go, oh, what's here? Because I've been feeling it myself, and I'm just like, I'm watching all of this energy shift and go, oh, I can see that trajectory and I can see that trajectory and I can see that trajectory, of timeline in my life based on these certain choices or based on how I'm holding my energy or the thoughts I'm having. And so just going, ooh, it's getting really real, even more real than it was. Like I thought it was getting real a month ago. It's like, whoo, it's doing that. Yeah, Lynn, letting go of my expectations for people in life, especially my daughter. Yeah, it's powerful. Expectations hold way too much energy, hold way too much energy in our field. Yeah. Ina, also, my migraines have dissolved in the last 10 days after asserting themselves for months. Glad they've been dissolving. Beautiful. And so, yeah, you can, if you're on YouTube, you can write and chat to anything you're sharing. I'll be mindful of that to read and connect with you on. Uh, yeah. And I think that's, expectation is a huge part of our human conditioning, right? Expectation is a huge part because maybe we expect our, spiritual path to go a certain way, or when we do, make us have a certain thought or intention, it's going to go a certain way, or we, expect things from other people. And, we're in a time now where we can't really expect anything of anything. And that it was never really healthy to do so to begin with, but it takes way too much of our energy and it ties us way too much to our personality, to conditioning, to assumptions, to presumptions, to things that aren't even real, right? And so if we're going to stay in that falsehood of connecting and aligning ourselves with energy and holding that in our space for ourselves or for anything else, then it's really going to create tension, and that's where that teeter-totter will really make itself apparent of our consciousness. So today we get to connect into that unity field so that we can step into this timeline that is really ready for us. And there's where we also let go of expectation, what that even looks like, what that even is, how we're going to be, who we're going to be, what the world's going to be like, what everyone else is going to be like. It's that willingness again, we're in a point of surrender again, a point of surrender. Just say, universe, show me the way. Soul, self, heart, show me the way. I'm here, show me the way. I don't need to keep pushing or forcing or making, show me the way. And I'll follow along. And that's where we get to anchor in our alignment. When we anchor into just that pure intention of being in alignment. And so this is bringing in another piece of, me just even adjusting from, having this workshop. It's like there's all kinds of adjustments I'm making in life right now. And so if you're finding yourself making a lot of adjustments to stay in that alignment, right, to stay in that space that you want to flow in, that you want to be in, also give yourself that gentleness and the courage and strength to make those adjustments. Say, this is what I'm really hearing. And to really deepen the trust that if this is what is an alignment for me and what I'm really feeling and hearing and experiencing, then I know that this is my path. And I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust, and I'm going to trust, I'm going to trust and have faith. And we're being called forth into that faith like never before. And so this is where, our fields, and just notice, maybe you've noticed that in the past when you've listened to your alignment, the field opens up and you feel more expanded and connected, right? That's what we're looking for right now. Yeah, Lisa, yes, Kristen, I've been in the show me the flow. Some days things pivot from what the day began, and I flow with it, knowing it's divine guidance, and yes, trust and faith. Beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, thank you for holding that space. And then so that's where we also get to have that awareness of other people, that whether they're aware and in their spiritual awakening or not, or, our partners or relationships or business partners or coworkers or whatever, if we're watching them just kind of like bounce around or pivot or do things, maybe some of it's unconscious, maybe it's conscious, that's where we get to step back and have compassion and trust in that if we're going to stay in alignment and trust the pivoting, then, how can I be mindful that other people may be making conscious or unconscious pivots due to that as well, which is going to affect me. And so how do I want to respond to that possible effect? Do I want to have a challenge with it, or am I just going to allow myself to breathe, center, and be in alignment with however you need to show up, regardless of how anyone else is showing up? That's why the center channel is such a strong place to anchor into, that centeredness, that presence, that awareness, that space of strength. Because Mother Earth is shifting too. And, there's a lot of interference with the magnetics of the planet as it's also naturally shifting right now. So that's also affecting our physical body and how our access is in our inner compass. That's the inner compass of how we align with even being on this planet and how it orbits is shifting. So just recognizing there's a lot going on so many levels that we can't even perceive. And so just staying in that center point. And the unity consciousness part that I'm going to get into now, we're going to start going into the conscious transmission. As after I share this is, I shared it in an email recently where, energy is, dispersing right now through the planet. Energy is really dispersing. And as we are dispersing our energy, as we're allowing our energy to expand into these new layers of consciousness and these new frequencies that we're allowing, these new ways of being, these new experiences, behaviors, and the more that we're also moving from a point of separation into a point of unity within ourselves, that expands energy to where we become the light body, where we're not just separate, fields of our energy centers. It just becomes one light body. And I remember being shown this, when I was being prepared for this moment, starting in 2013 on a very, very accelerated trajectory. It was like, all our energy centers will start to dissolve and we'll just be one body of light, right? And some of us are there, some of us are not there. Sometimes it comes and goes. But the earth is doing the same, because we have that idea that the earth's heart chakra and this chakra, is at these points of place on the planet. And right now that energy is actually dispersing. And so she can be her unified one body of light again and not separated. So we're seeing, so that's that point of consciousness to remember that we are the power center. Whatever land we stand upon is a power center because it's life itself and it's source consciousness and it's unity consciousness, right? So I'm watching it shift in the grid, and there's still places we're going to be called to go, maybe because we need to connect in with that energy. So it's not to say that the power centers that aren't power centers anymore. They still are. They're just not going to be like, like holding the main magnetics of the power of the planet. It's going to be dispersing to allow more flow, more presence, more consciousness through the lands to where it's ready to receive and be open at this point. So that's a part of what this unity consciousness transmission is about, is really connecting into that, to where we aren't just focalizing on, a certain aspect of ourself and kind of hammering it. It's like going, how can I, take all this energy that is and has been in my field throughout my lifetimes and what's anchoring in now to have a space to be as a whole fluid flow of energy. Yeah, Savannah, I saw a connection from the earth crystals, the different power centers on the planet this morning. Beautiful, wonderful, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's this opportunity now for us to say yes to that, say yes to ourself as our unified power center, and the streaming consciousness of our star families and star friends and galactic and intergalactic consciousnesses that are flowing this energy with us and through us and to us right now. This will be a course here in the next couple months of where we're going to be tapping into that even more fluidly to clear and connect and create a lot of coherence with our star family DNA as it's wanting to amplify through the field, through the grid. But right now we're gonna also just bring that into this unity consciousness transmission. So let's take a moment here to take a breath in. And anything that you might have felt, anything that you resonated with that was spoken, or anything that maybe didn't resonate with, or you're feeling, just taking a moment to breathe into the body and allow yourself to again take a deep breath in. And maybe a sigh out. And allow anything that you heard that really resonated to just to land and integrate, to support your alignment with yourself and your presence, your awareness, your capacity to be. Going to invite again that presence in the center channel of our body. That stream of light, that pure light. We're going to call in a pure, crystalline, clear light now from source through the center channel, through the crown, through the center of the head, the center of the neck, the center of the upper torso, mid torso, lower torso, down through the root, down through the floor, down through the ground, and into the pure crystalline heart of Mother Earth, aligning with the access of the pure frequency of our aligned timeline, our aligned soul presence here in this body, allowing the orbit of our energy to align with that, the compass of our awareness, our consciousness to align with how we want to, through this devotion, this surrender, this willingness of the self, to align with the pure frequency of our soul consciousness. That the temple of this body, the temple, the blueprint of our agreements, our connections, that we chose to be here in this body at this time on this planet. The pure essence of that, the pure essence of our qualities of being, of who we know we are, and our most purified, unified presence of self start to blossom, grow, take form and shape within our mind, within our body, within our hearts. The pure love, the pure intelligence. Pure love, the pure intelligence. starts to reorganize anything that's needed in our geometry around our body, the energies held in our energy bodies, the energy held in our physical bodies on a physical or energetic level. That we welcome trust and faith, willingness, surrender into this opening right here, right now, golden light, a doorway within the mind, a doorway within the heart, a portal of light within your whole center channel of your body. A portal of light that is your yes, yourself. That is a yes to allow any conditions, programs, structures, alignments, patterns, behaviors, ideas, beliefs, expectations, judgments, known and unknown, conscious, subconscious, from any time, space, dimension, gets to unwind itself, unwind itself, unwind itself, unwind itself. Any holds on your consciousness, on your field, and anywhere any interference or energetics have come in, those get to dissolve with no permission to be in your space at any point in time, past, present, future. That we welcome the unified field of our existence. The unified field of our existence. The unified field of your existence. Begin to reach from within, from underneath the surface. Become alive. Meet that energy that is also coming from source in the inner consciousness, heart of Mother Earth. From without, the above, the below, the above, the below, to anchor in. The pure intelligence and love that's at the heart of every cell of your body. At the heart of every cell of your body, at the heart of every cell of your body. You get to say yes to the pure flow of energy. Everything that needs to be let go of in your life gets to be dissolved with love, forgiveness, compassion, anything that's needed for it to be done with love. Be complete. Be complete. Be complete. As the crystalline light bodies of yourself, your blueprint of your pure soul self, free of any and all of these conditions, shines within you, awakening, awakening, awakening to more of your consciousness for you to be aware of, to allow the subtleties of life to guide you, the subtleties of your heart, subtleties of your soul, quietness, the stillness, the spaciousness within, to welcome you home, to rest into, to align into. Taking some moments here to breathe before we move forward. If you wish to, placing any hands on your body where you need some support or you feel the energy really flowing, to bring your awareness to any places and spaces, or maybe it's a place in your energy body where you're wanting to just put your hands out in your field or support any energy moving. Maybe just put your awareness there and breathe with yourself. Breathe with any of these conscious points of what has been the pattern to let go. Open to what is wanting to be, even if you don't know exactly what it is. This is the magic, this is the intention, this is the surrender, this is the flow to say, whatever is present for me in my highest alignment, I welcome, I invite, fill me up to show me the way. I'm here, I'm willing, I trust. To invite this unified consciousness of myself to weave your presence, to weave the brains of my body, the gut, the heart, the mind. I have one mind. That's the mind of my pure self, soul, consciousness, unified. With optimal health and vitality and longevity and the energy to allow it. Hear it, to feel it. This is where I acknowledge this body temple. That is powerful functioning of Source. Anything that has been out of balance, acknowledge you fully and invite the balance, and invite the balance, and invite the balance and the harmony. Invite the balance and the harmony. I am in harmony with myself. I am in harmony with myself. I am in harmony with myself. You're going to bring a spiral of light from the center core of Mother Earth. Spiral, pure light. Spiral of light through the center of your body or all around you. However it engages with you, the spiral of light. That is the continual growth and flow of the energy, all in infinite space, time, and the infinite flow of reality, of creation, your body through Source, through soul. Allowing anything that's no longer needed, just letting it go into that spiral, and everything that is landing through the DNA of your body, connecting with the ancestors, connecting with your star families, your star DNA, connecting in with your consciousness of all that has been. Amplify your strength, your courage, your bravery, your unity of all that you are. You become the flow in your walk, the flow in your talk, the flow in your thoughts. Flow in your center, in stillness and quiet. The action and non-action unified in its flow, the presence of being. harmony in the being and the doing, the unity within and without. Free of any place, free of any time, abundant in all ways on every level, at ease and peace and calm, centered. Divine union, the purity of the innocence of the inner child, the purity of the innocence, and all the structures of divine masculine and feminine aligning, welcoming the two sides of the brain in unity, welcoming the two sides of the body to flow, the center channel of the body and the two channels flowing through along the spine to flow, and that spiral of light from the base of the spine up and around. Allow the nervous system, allow your stem cells, your nerves, the vagus nerves, all to flow in harmony, to bring forth the coding, create a body, the cells to function, for the consciousness that is the living consciousness of the body, the living consciousness of your soul to be in this unified expression. Crystalline light. The crystalline light. You as the power center, crystalline light. Remembering, awakening, remembering and awakening that you are already here. It already is. We're saying yes. All the veils drop, to dissolve, all the illusion to dissolve. Play in reality as the creator beings, the unified creator beings that we are, that you are, that is. Optimal function of presence, optimal presence of self. Light. But as you may move in life, to remember the trait, the trust and the faith in each moment, in any oscillation, knowing that that fulcrum point, that center, is always present. We shift from one frequency to another, one timeline to another, that we always remember where to focus again, to be steady. And as things continue to shift and transition, and we remember the space of unified connection within, it's always present, that we are this. And it's natural that we may alter the space of how we perceive reality for a moment, that we may end up in a challenging frame of mind or reference or physical experience. We say, okay, thank you. I welcome my harmonized, unified, optimal, aligned presence and trust. Show me the way. Show me the way I am. I am this frequency. I am alignment. I am harmony. I am pure self. I am pure heart. I am pure intelligence. I am creator. I am this. Align, align, align. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Unified. Being held and streaming this pure crystalline energy, this pure crystalline consciousness, this pure beingness throughout this field, throughout Earth, throughout all the stars and the star systems that are in this pure consciousness right here, right now, aligning in strength, a collective sacred geometry and blueprint of presence, heart, mind, body, and soul, and energy. Be in it now. Again, tuning into your intention or any new intentions, just aligning with that fully, 100%, 100+%. Raise the bar, the frequency, how you choose to be with yourself and life now. Beautiful. In all of the shifting and changes, inviting any nurturing nourishment. We're going to bring a white light around our bodies, around our energy bodies, to bring in nourishment. We're going to ask to be infused with all that is needed for our bodies, whether it's minerals or vitamins or energy, to balance out hormones, to balance out the chemicals, to balance out our digestion, to balance out our lymph, our blood, our organs, our tissue, our fascia, our muscles, our bones, our marrow, our eyes, our mouths, our teeth, our gums, our nose, all of it, the brain, reproductive organs, our whole bodies, our skin, our hair, our nails, our whole bodies being nourished, our whole energy body being nourished, the pathways of communication within and with around our body being nourished. In this moment, all the frequencies of what exactly is needed, supporting us right here, right now, being open to receive any of those in the field around us, any resources, opportunities, information. Supports ourselves in our relationship with ourselves, in our relationship with the world, our relationship with source, soul, and any others or any other beings, any other experiences. All of this being nourished, 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 nourished. Breathing into the center of your body. I am in acceptance of my coherence with my true self, this unified field of self, in agreement, in harmony. I'm willing, I'm surrendering, I'm devoting myself in trust and faith the unity consciousness within myself. And all other things fall away gently, smoothly, easefully, as I am easeful and relaxed in my body and my mind and my heart. All that is, and all that I'm here to be free. Taking a few moments to be in silence for a moment, connect in and notice, be present with yourself and your body, and awareness, your energy. Taking a deep breath in, feeling your body, your hands, feeling your feet. And as you do so, welcoming this resonance and alignment with everything in your life. That you welcome this resonant field and frequency to embody all that you engage with, being a golden light to flow in front of you, a golden path. This resonant field of you, whatever it needs to be, in the highest alignment of yourself throughout your day, throughout your life, meets you and greets you in beauty and love, unity and creation. That you remember your willingness to be yourself in this most aligned way in all your interactions. You open your eyes. This is the lens you see through. This is the lens you choose from. Open your heart and your eyes and your whole body together. Moment, breathing in. Sighing out with a big yes. Yes, yes, yes. Noticing how you feel, noticing what's present, being aware, connecting it. Maybe there's an image or a thought or a word that supports this knowing, this place of presence that can be a place to anchor into or to remind you when needed. Welcoming that to come in. Beautiful. Whew. All right. Welcome, welcome to the space. Yes. If there's anything you want to share in chat, please do. Or if you have a question, or if you want to raise your hand, I'll take maybe just a couple people with your voice. If you want to raise your hand, if you have something you want to share about what came through for you in this, or a question you have. And or if you just want to raise your hand, you can go to participants or chat. I'm next to your name. You can see his hand, that, or just write it in chat. If you're on YouTube or Zoom, you can write any questions you have or share anything that came through. Yeah. That felt very, from my side of things, gentle, peaceful, peaceful. And just saw some of those things that are no longer needed just kind of slip away and or just be there in a place where they're more easily accessible to communicate with and connect with, to see what's available for a shift in consciousness. Yeah. Lisa, feeling lots of quickening energies flowing through the sacral and stomach, like some huge shifts are happening. Yes, Lisa, thank you. And Margaret, that was sublime. Thank you. Yeah, I need to drop off now. Much love. Thank you, Margaret, for being here. Appreciate your presence. Yeah. That's what we're offering. Even, yeah, gave me more things to let slip away, scheduled a day. Yay. Wonderful. Yeah. You know, I feel that through this, it really helps us align with our priorities, our values, our truth, and say, okay, is that how I'm really allowing myself to flow in my day? Is that how I'm choosing what I do and what I put my attention and awareness on, and how I show up in my experience, in my day of life? And, you know, I feel that even just having a shift in perspective, you know, really bringing gratitude in to maybe even the things that we don't necessarily want to have to do every day, or the way they're structured every day, that we can say, okay, well, thank you for however they support you in this moment and any level, really tuning into that aspect of it, so it can grow in its consciousness to support you in your alignment. Yeah. Diane, was a great way to start my week. Thank you for the meditation. So calming. Wonderful. Thank you for being here, Diane. Yeah, appreciate you. Thank it and let it go. Lean forward. Yeah. Lean inward. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling a moment here to, yeah, even better. Yeah, lean inward, Stephen. Yeah, even better. I'm just feeling this moment to share this, that this is my intention with the Embodied Temple of Light immersion. Is this is to create the space we're going to create together when we're in person together, you know, and having, you know, those days together to really anchor this in on a physical level, in-person connection on the land that is where the quartz crystal is, and we get to attune to this. So just wanted to share that. If you're feeling called or you've been thinking about it, it's a really powerful opportunity. And saying yes, this is where we get to trust and say yes if you're feeling the nudge. So yes. So the light language was felt deeply inside. Oh, beautiful, Bev. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. It's a wonderful way to just let the let the frequencies be felt. You know, those more subtle frequencies have a way in outside of words. Yeah. So, does anyone have anything else you want to share or ask? I'm wondering here. Let me check here. Okay. If anyone's on YouTube and you want to share, ask, or share, thank you. Thank you, Lila Moore. Thank you. Appreciate you for being here. Yeah. What a powerful way of being. Yeah. Let's see what else came in. Yeah, Paul. Thank you, Kristen. Blessings to all for holding this space of oneness. Namaste. Yes. Yeah. So sometimes it's just that reminder. Sometimes we just need that reminder of wholeness, of oneness, right? That, okay, wait, even though this feels challenging to my system, or it's rocking me or whatever, that, oh, wait, wait, all the other aspects of myself are still here with it. It's all still here in oneness and unity. So let me remember that and bring that energy into it and meet it and greet it. And that's what we're doing. And that's what we can continue to do as we're maybe oscillating on this teeter-totter of going, ooh, wait, I'm feeling that this frequency is here and I'm ready to, step into that space. But yeah, this life, how do I transition from this life that I've been living into these new ways of experiencing life and choices, and just bringing and remembering that it's there, that life is already there, and you just keep welcoming it into your daily experience. How can I align with that today? How can I align with that in this moment? How can I welcome that pure intelligence and pure frequency and love and unification, that it's not separate, it's a transition, right? That it's not black or white, either or, it's a transition. And that there's going to be oscillation in the transition. So, and keeping your focus again and your intention on that space. Okay, wait, if it's already here, I'm just going to align with that. I invite my mind, my heart, my body, my digestion, whatever it is, to align with that. It's here. I am. Invite it to show me the way, as I'm still maybe doing or feeling or experiencing these other things at the same time, right? The oneness, the unity of it all, allowing the transmutation, the transformation, the transition. Yeah, the healing, whatever it is that's needed. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Debbie, grateful that today was a work holiday so I could attend live. This was wonderful. Had some digestive issues going on at the time that feel much better now. Great. Please guide me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And also remembering, what's really powerful about this remembrance as well is that when we're saying, please guide me, we're saying it to ourselves. If we're really in that unity consciousness frame of mind, our self knows, right? So we're asking ourselves. And yes, then in from that place, support may come in other ways. Someone, in our lives may show up or may fall away because it's needed, or the universe, we're magnetizing and the universe is listening. The universe is listening. Hey, our guides are listening. But really, ultimately, what we're doing is saying it to ourselves, because when we trust and have faith that our higher self does know, our soul does know, then guess what? We're aligning, just as we did in this transmission, we align with ourself. Align with ourself. And that's really that empowerment, that power, that space. Yeah. Yeah. So so I wanted to bring this in too, because I know some of you have really connected in with this, is that when I had this recent community consciousness event, and we had Christabel Zamora on, and she does the breath of bliss, and she'll ask, as she's leading the breath work, and it's amplified with the music and the energy, and that it's like, how good can it get, right? And I know some of you really connected in with that, but I was listening to something recently, and it's really asking, show me how good it can get, show me how good it can get, show me. And we're telling ourselves, show me, like myself, show me, right? Because I know it's in me. I know it's around me. I know it's of me. I know that it is me. So it's this like, show me the way. And trust in that, and that's where we start to develop, that space of listening and that courage to apply what we listen, what we hear, what we receive, what we see. And of course, this may be just in reflections from the outside world, something we hear, maybe something that keeps repeating itself, like, hey, I'm here. Are you going to listen? Are you going to invite? And that's where we also, it's an invitation. It's always an invitation. And that's the powerful aspect of our creative opportunity. We get to direct the flow of our life with what's aligned for us through the invitation with it, and then having patience and trust. Yeah. Oh, and so, with that, that's where we also get to refine our expression. And that's, what we're going to be working with in the Connect with Your True Voice experience on Friday. So, yeah, I'm going to put in, I'm going to put in chat just in case it came alive for you in any way. I'm going to put in the chat here just that link to the Embodied Temple of Light immersion that I'm holding here in October. I'll put that on YouTube as well, so you can check it out and connect with me to see if you've been thinking about it and really wanting to join in. Please do. This is going to be an opportunity. This is what I love to do. I mean, I love being online, but in person and in sharing the same space and coming into entrainment and coherence is so incredibly powerful. And then also that Connect to Your True Voice we'll do Friday, and tune into conversations this week. I can really feel that there's going to be some powerful energy coming through the conversation with Vivian on Wednesday, and then also with Todd on Wednesday. Since it's all coming through all at the same time, I know it's it's a powerful portal of opportunity, of presence, of connection, of frequency that we're all sharing and wanting to be felt and heard and spoke at this time. So oh, wow. So I just want to thank all of you who consistently show up, all of you who show up when you do or listen to the replay. I really support your life. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, I support your life. It's more like I support, I support you, and like saying yes to yourself, right? I love it. I love the opportunity to share this space and bring up that energy and that frequency. So we're all doing it, because I'm doing it too. I'm making some major transitions in my life, or just seeing, like I said, that clear distinction of what has been and what wants to be, and going, okay, I'm flirting with that line of change, and that frequency shift, and playing with it and trying and understanding what that means, for me, and those adjustments of life, and listening. And that's what I keep saying, is just keep show me the way, and I'm listening, and I'll make the adjustments as they come clear, as they come clear to me, and however it comes clear. And so that's what we all get to do together. All right. Yeah, Sherry, thank you. Just catching the end of the live. We'll definitely put on my calendar, the don't miss calendar. Yeah. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, definitely. Every first Monday of the month, whatever date that falls on, we connect here and tune into what's present and share the space together in that. So I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to transition out now. I know it's hard sometimes to get to marinate in this field. It's so nice. But I love you all. I appreciate you. So much love and gratitude for you and this space and all that was present in this space for us to support this field. I'm just asking for any and all cords that were created to release and go back to you, to higher self, to source, and whatever's aligned, and the earth and our bodies and our minds and our hearts. And may you go forth in pure presence of whatever intentions and creations and allowances in the trust and faith that you're bringing through in your life. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you. And again, if you're on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us grow the channel and get this message out more to people, and I appreciate that. And also come join us for the conversations this week. And if you're working with your voice, your freedom of expression, healing, how you're connecting in with that inner voice and the truth, being solid and stable and empowered to speak your truth, come join us on Friday. And that those will be going out in the emails and on Facebook, and also posted on YouTube. And then also, if you're wanting to come to the crystalline land of hot springs and join in person, click on that Embodied Temple of Light, and we'll come together. So enjoy yourself, be well, love you all. or just have a session with me if you want to. Those are always helpful and supportive too. So those are always in the link too, to have a session with me. So much love to you. Thank you, Gail. Appreciate you. And also, I was going to share something. Oh, well, it'll come out in an email or something. There was another nugget that just dropped in, but it'll reappear when aligned. So I'll send the replay out shortly. So much love to you all. Blessings.